host, Whitley Jordan. Welcome to Broadway Pictures Entertainment, also known as BPE Spotlight. This show is for artists, performers, any talent from the film, music, style, and fashion entertainment industry. So this program is going to just show upcoming projects of talents who've done spectacular contributions and achievements throughout the world. But we're very, very happy today to have our special guest, Oldren Angel. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for coming. So we're first going to start things off by just let us know a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what do you do?
Well, as you said, my name is Oldren, and I go by Oldren Romero. Oldren Angel is my full name. I'm coming from Cuba. I've been living in America for about 23 years. And I'm a filmmaker, also a writer and producer. I work internationally. Most of my job is done back in Cuba, where my history that I write, I have to produce it in there because it's part of my living. But I work in filmmaking. I do documentary for a university here in Boston. So this is my life, and this is what I love. Most of the things that I do is, in my job, it's cinematography. I work very, very hard because my stories are related to subjects that not many people want to touch. They touch subjects like child abuse, LGBTQ, and it's stuff that is very rough to tell stories about that because it brings some sadness. So I try to make sure when I am filming, it has to be very beautiful, so I can tell a story, even if it's very, very hard, beautiful.
Absolutely.
Because at the end, it has to have a message, and that message cannot be down. It has to be a message lifting, and most of my films are healing films for people to connect at the end that they are not alone. So that's why it's very, very important to me to do what I do, and I love it.
So you're saying that you're originally from Cuba, which is very interesting. As an immigrant myself, coming to the States, how was your experience coming here and establish yourself and getting yourself started?
Very hard. I'm not going to lie. Very, very hard. First, when I came here, I didn't speak the language. It took me many, many years to learn English. I have to go into school. And it took me over 5 years to be able to speak and write and fully understand, because I was completely blocked when I came here. I had to start working in, you name it, anything. And there was a time that you have to work the whole week, 7 days a week, and 2-3 jobs. So I'm leaving one job, going to another one, and at the end, from 6 to 9 every night, school.
Wow.
So it was very hard. But it was like to me, I take it as a very strong learning experience. So strong that I feel that you can right now put me in anywhere in the world and I can survive. So I have to be very grateful for this country that gave me that opportunity to become so strong. Mm-hmm. And also be able right now to be able to do what I like, which is very, very hard to do what you really dream about.
Absolutely. I know that with every, company, projects, career that you start, any, work that you have that you're starting, there's always some challenges and difficulties. And like you were just saying, just coming here to the United States, that must have been, there's a lot of challenges that goes along with it. So my question to you is, being a cinematographer and achieving so much already, how did you get yourself started in this industry as far as cinematography, film? How did that start? What was your breakthrough?
In here?
Yeah.
Because I studied art and all that in Cuba.
Okay.
So when I came here, I had to put all that to be able to learn. I had to learn the culture. I had to be able to see what am I and learn everything. So after all that process, and I put all my art in a box, I always say under the bed, I have a huge bag locked. And one day I open it, and as I say, I was working so much that I was saving money for that. Specifically.
So you're preparing yourself.
I was preparing myself for that moment. When that moment came, I say, okay, this is the time. And start writing, and I create story. I went to Cuba and I filmed it. That was a very experimental. After that, I say, I need to create a company. So I create my personal independent company called Oman Productions. And after that, they liked it so much. It was a very short, probably 3-4 minutes short film. But people liked it, and it was in a couple of film festivals. So I got so excited that I write my first professional film, A Tale with Christ and Jesus, and that just went over the top, winning over 100 awards international. And after that, that's it. I start doing what I really like, and so far I have like 5. Right now I have The Tale with Christ and Jesus. It comes from the heaven that was the one who won cinematography in the Boston International Film Festival. And I have the new one that is just finished. It's called Hello. And another one that I'm working, it's called The Boxer.
Okay. So you have all these projects that you've worked on. What would you say is the one that you're most proud of, the achievement out of all of these projects, as you say?
That's a tough question, because it's like asking a mother which children, which child like that. Oh, no. All of them, I think all of them bring you a great experience and a great joy. To me, every time that I watch them again, it's like happiness. I mean, all of it. I cannot choose one. I can tell you this one has this characteristic, or this one is like that because of this, and that, but because they're different subject kind of, but no.
And also too, I'm thinking maybe as you're making these projects, you're in a different part of your life, so it has some kind of, it's dear to you in a certain part of your life, whether you were younger and then your mid-20s, 30s, or whatever, or you were going through something in your life at that point. So that's, that those probably are.
I go by subject. I'm very good putting myself out. I'm good myself putting myself together when I'm doing a project. I go very much with the script. It takes me I write my own script. So it takes me so much time that all that process of going back to wherever I need to go, I put it on the script. So when I'm shooting, it's all about that. So that's why I cannot tell you which project I will choose the best, because sometimes when I show my project to the people that I choose to go with me, they told me, oh, I think you have grown, and because of this and that, and I'm like, I don't think so. I think this is like that because it has to be like that.
Right.
Because it's just based about the story. Of course, the story that I go deeper, and the other ones that, for example, my film Hello, I want to go away completely from too much darkness, because my film has a touch of darkness because it touches stories about the people that never talk. But I want to get away from that for a little while, just because I have to do something different. And I did that. So you can see, this is different. I suggested this is different because it's telling a different story. But no, to me, every single film that I do, it's has the same love for me that, even the one that I'm writing right now, I'm putting everything in it just because to me they all are the same. It's like kids.
Absolutely.
You know how painful it is to have a baby? I don't know because I never had a baby, but I heard about it.
Just wanted to let you guys know, you are here at BPE Spotlight, and we are interviewing Oldren Angel. So we'll be right back after these messages. You stick right here, okay?
Coming soon on BPE Spotlight.
Getting interested. or should I say chatting with you?
Oh, stop it. No, we're just chit-chat here.
What's your talent? What's your art? What do you do?
I'm a jack of all trades and a master of some. And
We put them on a spotlight because of their spectacular work and contribution. We have videos every week, so you can contact us at bpespotlight@gmail.com for any information or any suggestions.
Cutest little donkey, you'll never see him kick. Santa Claus is his bison to Dominic he'll be. Because the reindeer cannot climb the hills of Italy. Hey, jingity-jing. It's Dominic the donkey, jingity-jing. The Italian Christmas donkey, la la la.
Girls, you're going to taste my best lasagna dish tonight, I guarantee you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Cheers.
The biggest gift is celebrating life itself.
Do you have something to share with the table, Melania?
Stop giving me a hard time about my hair color choices, my clothing, and my jewelry.
Hey, Tony, glad you made it.
Hi, Fabio.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Here, how about your little gift? Well, I can't wait to dig in. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Everyone, meet my friend Roger. I invited him to meet us for a Christmas Eve dinner.
Better late than whenever, right? Pete Churchill, you're calling on Christmas Eve. Are you all right?
Hey, jingity-jing. It's Dominic the donkey, jingity-jing.
Hello everyone, I'm Meenakshi Viman and you are watching BPE Spotlight.
Rob, with your record, if you get caught, you're a life sentence for sure.
You have to come to the station with me.
What?
You would need witnesses as well.
Here we go. I'm on my way to meet up with the love of my life.
I think you should come home now, Maria. And anyways, you know how I feel about this whole trip.
What is it doing?
and all I keep getting from you is that you're not happy and that you just keep trying to change me.
Walk away from me and tell me that that's what you want. Finish this conversation, Rob. I'm trying to talk to you. You keep running away from me.
Oh, come on now.
Whatever. It's gonna bring us all down. And I'm not ready to go to jail.
Happening again.
What's happening again?
Mom, it was so scary.
It was an announcement.
Welcome back to BPE Spotlight. We're here with Oldren Angel. So, before the break, we were talking a little bit about just the films or projects that were dear to you. Right now we're going through a lot as a community, country, world. We're going through this pandemic right now, and I know that a lot of people have been hit very harshly, and everybody's going through a lot. How do you keep going? What inspires you to keep pushing and moving and working in this field? And what hopes do you have in the future as well?
Well, I'm coming from a very undeveloped country.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, pandemic, I've been living the pandemic for many, many years before I came here. And pandemic, when I say it could be poverty and, family divided.
Separation.
To me, it's a family separation. To me, that's as bad as getting sick. And seeing all this horror and so many people dying, and it's terrible. But I'm not that far away. I'm kind of a little bit familiar with it, and I think that I put deeply on writing I think we have to find a tool. My tool is I write and I do tell stories that will reflect one day the situation. I wrote in the script, it's called Loneliness, and he has touched about the pandemic somehow. This will be my next project. I have to go on film. I'm working very, very hard in that one because I haven't been able to go and travel because it's been closed. But as soon as they open the country, I will go back to Cuba because I have pretty much everything ready. I'm just waiting for that. And this is, I guess, what it keeps me going. Just having the hope that, of course, we're going to be better. We have to be better. And we, as artists, I think it's a responsibility to tell these stories that will last as long as they last for other people to look at it. And maybe in 20 years, someone will see a film that I did, if I'm still here, hopefully, and they will, connect with what happened in that particular time and with that story, and maybe they have in the past someone that suffered or passed through the same thing. So I guess this is what keeps me going. It's like you have to have a hope and you have to be able to love what you do. That's always my advice to every artist. You have to do what you like and you have to focus, but don't let anybody to move your ideas. You always have to find something that you like. You're a painter, go and paint. Right. Don't let anybody tell you you're good or bad. Just go and do it. You're a writer, write as much as you can. That's what you really like. So this is what keeps me going because I always have a project, something that I'm working on, and I live for it and I love it.
Right. So you touched a little bit about the project that you're working on. Can you just share a little bit more about that?
Well, I'm working in two projects at the moment. The first project is an animation. I'm always dying to do an animation because to me it sounds like something fantastic. And I have to work with this group of crazy people that draw beautifully, something that I don't really have time to do, and I don't know if I can do it. I'm an animator. I know how to paint, but I'm not an animator. And it's beautiful, the process. It's something completely new for me because I've seen it, I love it. Walt Disney and all these beautiful that we grow with, but I never know how to. I thought it was easy, but it's not. It's very, very difficult. And now I'm learning a lot. It's absolutely, I'm very charged and very enthusiastic about it. And parallel to that, as I say, I wrote a script called Loneliness and Soledad in Spanish.
Is it Soledad?
Soledad.
Okay, I love it.
And it's actually talking about pandemic, but in very elderly people. The feeling that they have. So it's very, very touching, very moving. It's dedicated to my mom, which is very old as well, and I have to have very much careful. I'm taking care of her and making sure she doesn't get sick and all that process. And of course, I'm not going to tell you the story because I wait to watch it in a couple of years when I finished. But this is what I'm working. I'm working in these two projects at the moment that I did because it takes a lot of time.
So I wanted you to also share with us, I know you've won a few awards and praise for some of your projects. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, in the Boston International Film Festival, which I'm very proud of, I got a Best Cinematography for my film called Sucedió en el Cielo. It comes from heaven. And it's about child abuse, very strong subject. And I'm very pleased that they gave me that award because this film is for children abused all around the world. because that is why the name. I couldn't translate it very well because there was no translation for me to do from Sucedió en el Cielo, which means it could happen in anywhere that it touched by sky. Where in everywhere where the sky is, this could happen. This is pretty much the translation of the name. And it's dedicated to these children's abuse in any way. And it's one of the projects that everybody likes because I guess they connect very much, even though it's very hard to watch. I've been told. I don't know. I watched it and I mean, it's like me telling a story that happened across the street. You know, when you tell it, you don't see the darkness, but when I'm probably gonna have a attack. Oh my God, that happens. But this is kind of like that. And usually my films have a little bit of touch like that. It's something that nobody really wants to talk about, but it's very, very important because it happens.
It happens. So I want to just switch things out a little bit here. If I know our viewers right now, they want to know this guy's pretty cool. You know, I love his story. So what do you have any social media? How did they get connected with you to see kind of like keep in touch with you, follow you?
I didn't bring my little card. Yes, you can find me in, of course, everywhere. I am in YouTube as Oldren Romero, which is my last name. In Facebook, I have 3 pages.
Okay.
My personal page is Oldren Angel, but I don't think I can accept anybody else. So you can connect me in Oman Production, which is me as well, and you can write me there. I promise that I always answer.
Okay.
And Oldren Angel Romero Official, also in Facebook.
Okay.
What else is in there? Instagram.
Twitter.
Twitter.
Right?
Oldren CEO is in Instagram and Twitter.
Okay. Well, before I let you go, I have to play a little game with you. Okay.
Oh my God.
This is called BPE Lightning Round. 5 questions, quick. Whatever answer comes in your head.
I love games.
Okay, you ready? All right, here we go. Your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is for Milos Forman, Amadeus.
Favorite actor?
My favorite actor will be Dustin Hoffman.
Favorite music?
Favorite music will be New Age.
Favorite producer?
Favorite producer, myself.
Favorite food?
Favorite food will be soup and salad.
Oh, awesome. Beautiful. You did it. 5 seconds. Look at that.
My prize.
Well, thank you so much for coming here and sitting with us and having a chat with us. We really appreciate it. Do you have any shout-outs or anything you want to say to anybody before we leave?
No, I'm going to say thank you guys, for inviting me here, and it's been great, and this job is very needed, so it's a very, very good that you guys are doing this.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, you guys have been watching BPE Spotlight with Oldren Angel. I should say Romero, right? We're here every week. Next week we'll be here with a new artist that we're going to be putting on the spotlight. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you like it, share with your friends, right? And don't forget to leave us a comment, tell us your likes, your dislikes, and all the above. But until next time, thank you for watching.